Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. What's going on, good people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know what time it is. I don't even need to explain what time it is. But anyway, I think I'm gonna have to tell you. It is wine.
One down Wednesday. Yes.
Y'all know who I am. Y'all, there is no need for any introduction, but I'm gonna tell you my name anyway. I'm sitting here with my girl.
Hey, it's Shanice. Y'all know what time it is. Every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. It's going down.
Going down, going,
Yeah.
and it's been a wonderful, wonderful last few days. But you know how I am. I do not like the cold weather. Can't
Me
stand
neither.
cold weather. But it is here, and we're just gonna have to put up with it until hopefully February, March, my birthday month. And then we'll go from there. But in the meantime, and in the between times, how you been?
I've been great. How you been? Who day? We rapping. We got our colors on. We got the orange and black repping for the city.
Nothing for the city. We had a
Yes.
good time last weekend.
Yes, we did.
Kudos to Out the Way, the Out the Way Bar and Grill
Yes.
did a phenomenal job. Thanks for
Yes.
having us.
Talk Radio was
Val was
definitely in the building.
phenomenal. Elwood did a great job. I mean, it was just good. We just had a good grown people watching the game.
For sure.
It was good. Good vibes. Good vibes.
Yeah,
Good
we had
vibes.
we had fun, we had food, we had folks. So, you can't complain. So
Did not
I'm
complain.
grateful. It's been a great week. It's been a quick week, thank God. We almost there. I'm excited about Saturday. All of my family is happy and healthy, so no one's sick. I still been wearing my mask and
Yes.
washing my hands, and so the journey continues.
Yes, it does, honey. Not just the journey, the struggle, because it's a struggle for some.
It for
It's a
truly
journey for
for
others.
others. How's your week?
Hey, girl, listen. Let me tell you something. My week has been wonderful, wonderful. Got great news yesterday. God is still in the blessing business. Let me
For
tell you,
real,
He
for
really
sure.
is in the blessing business, and I love Him. And y'all know on here we talk about Jesus. So if you
For
don't like
sure.
it, you ain't got to listen to us. Check out.
Put mute. Push mute.
Hey, because it's been great. The week has been wonderful. I mean, things have been going good. It's just great. I'm feeling good. I do believe I'm healthy. Ain't had no issues. Thank God. Hallelujah. Somebody lift your hands and say, "Thank you, Jesus."
Thank you, Lord. We're gonna receive it. We're gonna receive
That's
all the
right.
positives.
So, positive in, positive out is what
Positive
we do.
out.
But my week has been great, just great news all week this week, and some of it, I talked to y'all last night about a little bit of it. So keep listening, keep watching, keep
Keep
looking,
tuning in. That's for
tuning
sure.
in, keep praying because it ain't over. But other than that, it's all good. Life is good, God is good, it's all good.
For
But
sure.
boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen all around the world, for everybody that's listening, y'all know we do this because we love doing it.
Yes.
Don't have no degrees, no certificate, because some things aren't needed. What does it take a piece of paper to do what we do? No, I don't think so. We like to talk, we like to bring you all some information. We just like to share.
For sure.
We
So I
share
mean,
things.
what you think? What you think? What you thinking about Saturday? Think it's gonna go down? Things gonna go down
Oh
for the
man,
Bengal
let
squad?
me tell you something.
I'm sorry, Sunday. I'm
Yeah,
on.
that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna tell you like this. We already planning. If they win, I'm already going to I'm buying
It's
the ticket on Sunday, heading
it's
to the Super
going
Bowl.
it's going down.
I'm buying the tickets. What's going on,
Hey
Ash?
Ashley, thanks for tuning
Thanks
in.
for tuning in. Ashley think it's going down. You see, we up in here repping y'all.
Hey, we got to.
We repping your team this week, Ashley. Ashley says, "Who day?"
Whole day.
But
We day. How
we
about that?
we'll find out who day is after Sunday. How about that?
It's we day.
We're gonna find out who day is on Sunday. So y'all keep watching on Sunday. But it's gonna be interesting because they beat them by 3 points the last time. So we'll see. Everybody should be back and everybody is healthy, and so it's
We
gonna
got
be,
an extra day. We got an extra day to rest. So,
yeah,
that counts.
it's gonna be interesting to see. I wish the city well. I hope Cincinnati does well. They've done well so far, but if they make it to the Super Bowl, that's phenomenal for the city of Cincinnati and the
Yes.
state of Ohio. So, we'll see. I ain't got no money riding on it, so I wish them
That's
well.
all right. It's just nice to be a fan. It's just nice to be sitting in this position. So yeah.
And that's it. Representing, I see Black owned is representing them, or they are, have reached out to Black owned, they got a contract or whatever, which is great. I think that is great that the Bengals have reached out to a Black owned business
Yeah,
to help them with promoting some of the Bengals gear, which is another reason why we are here today, is because we like promoting Black owned businesses.
for sure.
So our guest today is none other than a friend of yours, and who actually has her own business.
For
And we
sure.
would like to bring her on in so she can introduce herself and tell
That's
the
right.
people what she doing. Who
That's
that
right.
is? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys.
Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great.
Wonderful.
Who they?
Oh,
Who that for sure.
who they came to?
My husband is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I guess when the two became one, I became a Who They fan too.
There we go.
That's normally the way it is. That's normally the way it is. Because if that's what the word said, I know you may. When you
The
Hey.
two became one.
Hey, we talk about it. So we here. We're gonna let you talk about who you are and your brand. Thanks for joining us for Wind Down Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. My name is Keita White. I am the owner and designer of Creative Gifts by Keita, where I have a jewelry. I have two jewelry lines, a men's and a women's jewelry line. The men's line is Him by Creative Gifts by Keita, and the women's line is Fanlin Rue. And they both have meanings. Fanlin Rue is actually named after my grandmother Fanny, my mom Lynn, and my godmother Ruby. So you take the first few letters of their names, Fanlin Rue.
Love it.
So
creative,
that's
creative, very creative.
yes, thank you. And the men's line, Him, stands for handsome, intelligent men. So that's what the him stands for. I got that idea from my husband, and I have two sons, so they are handsome, intelligent men. So that's where that's where the names for those lines came from.
All right.
I've been in business since 2014. I've been making jewelry, yeah, since 2014. Yeah, I didn't plan on making jewelry. I didn't have an idea. It just came. We were getting ready, me and my husband were getting ready to go out for dinner, and I had ordered a necklace previously to wear with the ensemble that I was going to wear to the dinner. And I put the necklace on and it broke. And I was like, well, heck, I could have made that. And he was like, well, why don't you? And I was like,
All right.
you know
He gave
what?
you a challenge. Gave you a challenge.
Yes, he gave me a challenge. And, I'm, Cincinnati Public School bred, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I got me some beads and I just started beading. And all of my creations that I've ever made, I feel like they were downloaded to me from God. So
Okay.
every idea that I have, I believe that He gave it to me. I've never duplicated any of my jewelry. All of my jewelry is one of a kind, handmade out of gemstones, crystals, glass, um, non-tarnished metal, and also wood. So I have some pieces here. If you all would like to see them, I will go ahead and start showing them to you. If if you ladies are interested, or the gentlemen out there, I have some bracelets. I have necklaces, earrings, watches. So I'll start off.
Before you get to that though, talk to us about a little bit about your public school, because I noticed you threw that public school in there. What public school did you attend? We'd love to know.
Hughes, Big Red, class of '97.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
What is y'all saying?
I got my red on today. Not only is
That's
it,
true.
when I was there, it was red. Our colors was red, black, and
That's
white.
right. That's right.
And my husband's favorite color is red too. So, I got a rep, even though he's a tiger. But it's okay. It's
Same here.
okay.
Hey, it's okay.
I know.
What we try to do is we try to let people know, regardless of what school you go to, it doesn't matter what school you attended, don't matter how much money you spent on that school, you can still be somebody. You can be who you want to be. And you just said it, you're living proof of that. Your necklace broke and you decided, but like, shoot, let me make this myself. I'm spending money on somebody else's product. I can make my own. It didn't take rocket science. I ain't saying that that you went to the Catholic school, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like it don't take somebody to say, now I'm not a fan favorite. I don't really particularly like Walnut Hills because they put them on the pedestal. I don't like that, period. It don't matter where you go. You still got the same knowledge that next person got. As long as you get that education and you do well with it, who cares what school you went to? But we always like to represent those public schools. We just like to represent schools. Everybody can't afford to pay to go to an elite school.
Right.
True.
Kudos to you for going to Big Red.
Big Red.
Red.
And but too bad you couldn't become one with your husband because he a Withrow Tiger.
Yeah, my mom is. My aunts.
I got me one too.
That's all right.
That's bro.
That's still
won. Right.
You still won. Because if it wasn't for him to push you and say, that's another thing that I like. That what you said is when that happened, you all were together, and he just said he motivated you to like, well, why not do it yourself? You're smart enough. You can do that, and I support you. Right off the bat, he said that and let you know that. That's what I like to. Because a lot of people don't get that support when they want to branch out and they want to do something on their own.
They don't get support.
And yeah, you get a lot of questions about why you want to do that. How much is it gonna cost? And to hear him support you straight off the bat and give you that idea. Kudos to your husband, girl. Kudos.
For sure.
Yeah, he's my number one fan. He's always motivating me and pushing me. And whenever I was like, you know what, I quit. I don't want to do this no more. He say we don't quit. There's no quit. We don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that. Because as soon as you say that, you're gonna be mad. And we don't quit.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So start. I guess you could start with. I'm assuming I'm asking. You started with your women's line first. So
yes.
How did you branch from the women's line off into the men's line?
Because of my husband and my god brother. They my biggest fan. Like I said, him being my biggest fan. He was like, well, can you make me a bracelet? And I was like, okay, well, I don't really, do men's jewelry, but because you're my husband, I'll make you whatever you want. So I made him a bracelet, and he was, he loved it. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna start incorporating more jewelry for men. And I showed a couple of pieces to my god brother, and he was like, "Ooh, I want that." I said, "Well, it's kind of small." He was like, "Okay, well, I'm a big guy, so." Introducing my XL line. So I have the men's regular line for average size men's wrists, and then I got the XL line for my big men, my husband, my god brother, just because their wrists are larger than the average 7-inch wrist. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. We got the Hem XL. So I have some.
I purchased.
Yes, you did.
So my husband has a thicker wrist as well, and he loves this. This is one of her pieces.
Okay.
And you can give him the name of it because I can't think of it right offhand, but
that is True Blue.
True Blue.
That's True Blue. Yes, it's made with agate gemstones, and it is made with. Hold on, I gotta remember. It's made with cubic zirconia accent pieces.
Okay.
And it's custom made.
Yes, it's custom made, one of a kind. If you see it somewhere else, that means somebody stole my design.
Somebody duplicated it.
Yeah, somebody duplicated.
So my question, when you take now, I don't know, a lot of people, I don't know if you do this or not. Do you take pictures of your stuff when you
Yes,
make
ma'am. I have
it as
pictures of
well?
every piece I've ever made.
So how many pieces have you made thus far?
I would like to say just a guesstimate about 5,000 pieces of
Oh
jewelry.
wow.
That's men's and women's.
Wow. Now are you in a store, or they just get it from you online?
They can get it from me online. I do have a website.
Go ahead and tell us your website.
It is Creative Gifts by Kita. So it's KreativGiftsBykita. Creative Gifts by Kita.
Are you
That's my
on Instagram
website.
too?
Ma'am.
Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I'm on Instagram under Creative Gifts by Kita, as well as Facebook Creative Gifts by Kita.
Sweet.
I tried to keep it consistent so I could,
So it's easy to
everything
remember.
across the board. Exactly.
Go ahead. So I guess whatever piece that you wanted to start with, and from the men's order.
Okay, so for the women's line, this is one of my favorite pieces. It's actually a two-piece set. I don't know if you can see it. My lighting's not the best, but it's a 35-inch necklace made out of gemstones and cubic zirconia accents, and it has a pair of earrings.
Okay.
So it's a matching set. This
Nice.
is one of my favorite pieces, and see, it is. You can also make it a little small, like if you wanted to make it a choker. So you have options. With a lot of my jewelry, you have options. So that's one piece from the women's line. And let's see.
Is there a name for that piece?
Oh shoot, hold on. I have so many names. Let me see. I believe this one is Orange Glacier. I'm sorry, ladies. I was not prepared with my names.
That's okay.
My assistant, my 18-year-old son, was supposed to help me with this and have my labelings. But if you just give me one moment, I can get that name for you while I'm getting the other pieces ready.
All your pieces have names, and
yes, all of my pieces have names. I try to name them all. Sometimes it's a little difficult to name them because I'm like, I think I've used that name before, or what does this look like? Or again, I'll ask my husband or one of my sons, what do you think I should call this? What do you think this should be? So it's kind of like a family thing. We kind of get together and brainstorm. We have our business meetings where, they help me out with things. I tell my youngest son, he's 18. Like I said, he's my CFO because he's really good with math. So he helps mom out a lot with that. And my oldest son, he is my creative director. So anything, like placement and photos and stuff like that, he helps me out with that. And my husband, he's the COO. So he running things. Well, he think he running things. Don't tell him I said that. Baby, if you watching, you running things.
He's the head of the household now. He is head of the household.
Right. Yes, he is the HOH. Yes, he is. Right. He's the head of the household. Yes, he is. So, again, I do apologize for that one. I don't have the name for that one, but I can get that one here just shortly.
That's
okay. The website, I'm sure they'll see it.
Oh yeah. It's I think it's actually on the home page. It's on one of the home pages. I have another orange piece. I love this one. It's a little chunkier. This one is, I do know the name for this one. This is Glacier Glam. Okay. So because the chunky pieces, they do remind me of glaciers. And I made this because my mom's favorite color is orange, and she's a Houday fan as well.
All right.
So
that's too. So she, orange. They orange.
Yes.
My
so that
the color.
That one is on there. I do have some. I do also make watches. A lot of people that make jewelry, they don't really do watches, but I love watches. Even though I have my phone, and we always got some way to tell time, but I do love the classics. I love watches, so I do have this cute little.
Okay.
Gotta accessorize.
Yes, you got to. What the late great John Witherspoon, you got to coordinate. So, so you do have to accessorize, and accessories do make they do like they're the finishing touch of your ensemble. So, you know, you don't want to be out here without your accessories. You want to be complete, so your accessories complete it all. So this one here is this is a crystal. This is her name is Crystal, so that's what her name is. Her name is Crystal. So she is also available on the website, and I have another orange piece here.
Oh wow,
I
nice.
like that.
Thank you. And all of my bracelets are, and even the watches, they do stretch, so you can easily slide them on. And so it's not just a one size fit all. It's not like with a class. Sometimes, you have that one size fit all. So those two beautiful watches are available on the website as well. I also make bracelet stacks, so multiple bracelet sets. So I have this one here, and this is one of my favorites. I love this set. It is a 5-piece bracelet set where you can wear them together or you can wear them separately.
That's pretty.
So,
It is pretty.
and it has the charm. It's the boss chick on here and killing it every day. Which us as boss women, we do kill it every day, whether you have a business or not. We
For
still
sure.
out there killing it every day.
Now, do
And
does do you do watches for men as well?
watches for men, I have never done one before, but hey, I'm always up for a challenge. I will do. I can do it. I have faith that I can do it.
I got an idea,
So
but I'm gonna tell you when we get finished, though.
okay, that's fine. Bring it. I represent represent the big red. I got to get that challenge in,
Yes, for men.
right. And I also make earrings. These are green and white wooden earrings with African fabric on the front and the back. So either way, you
You do
still
that.
styling.
You do
That's for
that
my ladies who like
yourself.
those big earrings.
So you make those too yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. I also have some little cute little button earrings in multiple sizes. And this is African fabric as well. Let's see what else I have. Um, I just love these so much. They're too long for me because I got a short neck. So, but I love these
And
earrings,
dainty.
and
They're very
I
dainty.
would. Yes, they are. I love them so much, and I think I think they can go with anything. Summer dress, evening wear. I like to be versatile. Like I said, you should be able to finish off your ensemble with the perfect accessories. And I believe that a lot of my pieces, well, you know what? I'm going to be confident in mine. All of my pieces
Right.
are beautiful and they will complement any ensemble day or night. If you're going to a nice dinner, if you have a business meeting, my jewelry will complement whatever it is that you have to go to, whatever event that you're going to.
Um, so
Excuse
you
me.
make all of these things, and now I ain't trying to be in your business. You work too, right? So you got to take time off when you work. You
Hmm.
got to come home. So it's almost like nonstop.
Yes, it is. And I currently, well, right now we're working from home, so it's easy for me. But beforehand, before they sent us home before COVID, you're right. I was working, my 8 hours. I zoom across 275 to get home. As soon as I got home, I would, start making jewelry. That was like it was like a stress reliever for me. Not that my job was like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out, but it's just like a wind down. Like I feel comfortable in my space. I've had when I first started making jewelry, I meant to say this before, but when I started out on a TV tray, small little TV tray in my living room with my beads and my little containers and all of that, watching TV, making jewelry. And from there, we moved to a different house. So I had a nice little space carved out for me. It started to grow. So we moved to another house, had a nice big area for me to do my, jewelry making, and I started making other things as well. But jewelry was always and always will be my main focus. That's my passion. I love making jewelry, like I said, because I feel every idea that I get or and have received came from God.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have came up with none of this. I wouldn't have had no idea to put these stones together, you know. So I do believe everything came from Him. But where we live now, I know we done moved around a lot, but where we are now, I actually have a she shed, or I call it the creation station. Well, it's always been called the creation station, but now I have it's like a shed, a big, it looks like a barn to me, but it's my creation station where I can go outside and I can sit in peace, have my music on, have my drink or whatever, and I'm out there making my
Create.
jewelry, creating, just design, and I just feel in the zone. And my husband have to come, babe. It's getting dark. It's time to. Hey, I got lights. I can still be out here, but I do like to. I don't want to spend all of my time and take away from my family.
Right.
But I mean, I know they understand, but I do make sure that have that work life business balance because I don't want to take away from my family, especially since they are such, big supporters of mine and they're
Right.
my backbone when it comes to any and everything that I do. So I do try to make sure that I get that quality time in with them.
Which is extremely important because
Yes,
those are your helping hands right there.
yes,
You know,
yes, they are. They're my loves. They're my loves. Even my little fur baby, she comes and she'll look out the door like, "Where's mommy?"
everybody, it's very important. I don't think people understand that you have that kind of support because if
Mhm.
you did not, if your children felt like you neglecting them because you always out there trying to make, jewelry, and then they start being in their feelings because you ain't never there, or,
Right.
and they start saying negative things. But it's very, very good when you have. It's great, I think, when you have the support from your
A
whole
family,
entire.
you got family. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
family support.
There's
Yeah.
nothing like it because
Those my guys. Those
that's
my guys.
I
They
mean,
work my nerve, but they my guys. I
I,
wouldn't trade them for nothing.
I bet you wouldn't, and that's got to be a great feeling because just think about it. They may pick this up. One of yours may pick it up. I mean, if they're
Hmm.
watching you and they see what you're doing, they may decide to pick it up too. And it ain't never too late. They may decide to do what you're doing. So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing. That's really, really nice.
Definitely something that can be passed down. And we always talk
Right.
about here on the show, sharing and generational wealth. I mean,
Hmm.
that's definitely a beginning. So
Yeah.
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 Cannot beat it. That's the kind of stuff you can't trade. You can't
Yeah.
give it back. You can't throw it back. You can't dismiss it because that support system with whatever you're doing, especially in a business, especially
Hmm.
being a Black entrepreneur, it is extremely important that you got the support that you have because that's part
Yeah.
of the foundation that you built to get where you are now. So kudos to
Hmm.
your children.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
what
You.
what would you what words would you give for encouragement for someone? Because we have viewers globally who may want to start a fashion business or a jewelry business, and they feel as though they only have a little bit. What would you say? What would you say to that?
Do it. Do it anyway. And what I've learned to do, and I love talking to people. I do. And Shanice, I've been texting you. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm learning to do things scared. I love talking to people. I will talk your ear off about any and everything from business to my day job to dancing to whatever. I love to talk, but I don't know why I get so nervous when I'm in front of a lot of people, but I'm learning to do things scared. So just do it. Don't be afraid. And if you are afraid, do it anyway, because you never know. There's always a stranger out there that will support you. If you don't have that close, connection, that close support that you have, that I'm blessed to have, and it's okay, because it's always somebody out there that's gonna support you no matter what. Have confidence in yourself, and I'm talking to me too, because sometimes my confidence be like, "Girl, they ain't gonna buy nothing from you," and you know what? Shut up.
Right.
I'm gonna do this anyway, because it's okay. Because if I don't get 1,000 sales, it's okay. I got 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. We all have to start from somewhere.
Right.
You got to start somewhere. But the thing is, you have to start. You got to do it. If this is something that you're really passionate about and you really want to do, just do it. Don't just do it. Do it scared.
Yep.
Just do it. You
Do
never
it.
know. Just do it.
And whichever way you want to do it, just do it that way.
Mhm.
Just because somebody told me, if you don't burn the midnight hours to do something that you want, then you don't want it bad enough.
Right.
Because sometimes you have to put in hours beyond hours just to get and do what you want in order for it to be successful. So that's what I was told. So I mean, I get it. I understand. If you don't have one person that's supporting you through the whole entire time, that's better than none at all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And sometimes you got to be your own biggest supporter. Sometimes, I mean, I know a lot of times I'm even myself having a vision of something or thinking of something and feeling like, dang, I don't have all the pieces that I really want to even start it. But it's like, you have something, whatever pieces you have. If you don't have the 5 pieces, you only got one piece. You got one piece. Just start with that. Start somewhere.
Exactly.
Because, as you said, if you never start, you won't ever start.
Exactly.
You'll always talk yourself out of it, and I'm good for that sometimes. So
yeah, me too.
I think we all are. I think we all can, get to that point somewhere in our lives at one point in time or some point in time where we be like, no, I ain't gonna even bother by doing that. What?
Right.
It don't mean nothing. But then to stay with it and to stay in it, that's phenomenal. That's wonderful.
Yeah, if it's something that you love, just keep at it. Just keep getting. You'll get there. You'll get there. And don't compare yourself to anybody else that's doing the same thing that you're doing, because that's not going to do anything but get you frustrated. You're going to want to give up. Don't compare yourself to anybody else.
Right.
Just because you have 5 other people doing the same thing that you're doing, but you're doing it your way.
Right.
Nobody can take that away from you. Just like I said, I'm talking to myself. I'm friends with a lot of people who make jewelry, but you know what? My jewelry doesn't look like their jewelry. Their jewelry doesn't look like my jewelry, and it's okay. And we collaborate. We still, we're still friends or whatever. But don't get discouraged because somebody else is doing the same thing that you're doing, because you're not the first and you won't be the last.
And they ain't gonna do it like you.
Do it. Exactly. They're not gonna do it like you. So just do it. Just do it.
Do you have
Just do it.
Do you do like waist beads? Because I'm finding that that's a really popular thing now. The waist beads.
Yeah, I wanted to do the waist beads, but I'm just gonna be honest and transparent. I don't have the patience. I don't. I cannot bring myself to do the waist beads. I want to, because I want to make some for myself. But I just honestly, I don't have the patience. And until God says, hey, I want you to do some waist beads, I will refer you to anybody else that I know. But honestly, I just know me. I don't have the patience for it to deal with those little bitty beads.
See, you got to start with yourself. You said even for you. So you got to start. If you do it for you, then you can work around.
It might ignite something. Yeah,
true. That's true. And one of my friends, she does waist beads. She was like, "Girl, no, I'm not doing them for you. You do them yourself." Yeah. She was like, "If you don't do nothing but do a little bit every day, do it yourself." I'm like, acting like a big kid, the only child that I am. I don't want to do it, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. Y'all done talked me into it. She done talked about me. So, I mean, it's something that I'm willing to try. I won't know if I can do it until I try. So
And your
again,
first piece can be for you. You know, that's the
right.
first piece. That way you'll know how to do it and how to
Hmm.
improve on it. I mean, or whatever you need to do to make it work, to make it happen, to make sure that it's, so why not?
Right.
Why not?
Exactly.
Editor said you got to at least try it one time.
Right. You're right. Y'all, you know what? Y'all all up in my Kool-Aid and y'all know my flavor is red, so I will go ahead.
At least try it, and even if you don't sell them, even if you just do them for yourself, then you'll know. Like even if in 10 years you're like, you know what, I do want to pick that up. I know how
Right.
to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so, it's always there. Nobody can ever take you. But it's just a
You're
thought. I was
right.
like,
You
go ask
right.
her. She do me. Go ask her. She do ways to be. Because those are
You
kind of
right.
getting more popular nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
there are
let
other
me do my
creations.
research on that and I'll let y'all know. I'll
Okay.
let y'all know how they turn out.
There are other creations that you have as well. If you want to share those with us, just talk about how you came about with those, because you got a bunch of different businesses here going. The jury is
Yeah.
your baby,
That's
which
my
is
baby.
my favorite. But you have a creative mind, so you always got some creative things
Um,
going.
yeah, I'm always doing things. Like right now, I also do like apparel. I have my signature apparel. I don't have my women's signature apparel on right now. But that is my fiercely authentic line because I'm fiercely authentic. I'm me. I'm aggressive with me being me. So I'm authentic. I'm one of a kind. So I'm very, passionate about what I do. So that's my women's line, my fiercely authentic line. I have t-shirts, I have hoodies. I even have during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which they're not just available during that time. I have a signature pink breast cancer awareness fiercely authentic hoodie. Not a big fan of pink, but that's a whole nother backstory from childhood. But it's okay because I will rock my pink during October because I have women in my family who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and who are survivors. I have people who I'm close to who are breast cancer survivors. So I do have those. My men's line, which is from the jewelry line, the hem, my handsome, intelligent men. I do have shirts with those on there and hoodies. That's one of my biggest men's apparel seller is my hem. My husband has one, I think, in every color,
Well,
along
good.
with my god brother. He has one in every color. So they are also available on the website. I have my royalty men's hoodies. So I do have those available as well. And I also do resin art. So resin art is like my cup. It is a stainless steel tumbler covered in glitter because I'm all about the bling. And it says, of course, shine bright like a diamond. So I do those as well. I also even have some earrings that I made that are resin earrings, my
Okay.
black fire fist. So I do those. I don't have any of those pieces here because I knew we were going to talk about the
Definitely.
jewelry, but
Yes.
I do have some. I have some. I wish I would have brought them in here. They're actually hanging on my wall in my living room. I made them for someone, and she was like, "Well, I don't know. Those aren't the colors I want." I was like, "Oh, you know what? They match my new living room, so I'm gonna keep these." I have three Africas, three beautiful shade. They're Africas. They're made out of resin, and they have mirrors in them.
Mm,
And so I kept them for myself. I didn't even attempt to sell those because I was like, "Ooh, they go with my living room."
good.
So I do
Me.
the resin art. I love. That's another thing that I love to do. I love to create. Period. But that's another thing that's like a stress reliever for me as well because you never know how it's going to come out. You may have one idea in your head and then the resin moves a certain way and you like, you know what? That's not what I was expecting, but I like it. So I do the resin art and I also started sewing in 2020. My grandmother, she was a seamstress. She used to sew. And I wish I would have paid more attention when she was alive, paying attention to her while she was doing it. But I was like, you know what? I had my sewing machine for like 14 years, only used it twice to make pillows. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna make me a skirt. Made my very first skirt, and you would have thought that I won the Super Bowl. I'm running through the house like, hey, I won, I won, I won. I defeated that sewing machine, and I made me a skirt. So that's my thing that I'm doing a little more now. Is I'm doing a lot more sewing. I've made skirts. I've made my bonnet head wraps. You know, they talk about don't go outside with a bonnet on. Okay, you know what? So I make it so I have a bonnet head wrap. You put your bonnet on, you wrap the bonnet, I mean the wrap around your head. It'll look like you got on a head wrap and nobody will ever know that you have on a bonnet. So you can protect your hair,
A
you protect
classy
your
bonnet.
locks, you protect. Yes, you will never know. You never know. How will they know? They will never know unless you say
I
something.
guess you say something. I guess that's Mr. White checking in.
No, that's not my Mr. White, but hey, Mr. White.
Hey,
Thanks
he's
for
supporting.
tuning
He's
in.
supporting. You
Right,
know,
how you doing? We might be cousins. We never know.
Yeah.
My husband's
it's,
family's so big.
it's Wind Down Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all our viewers that tuning in. If you got questions, you need her website information. She will repeat that for you. Please, we love to answer whatever questions. She'd love to answer whatever questions that you guys have.
And to let
Yes.
you all know, we're here talking. She's an entrepreneur. She makes jewelry. Just found out that she is creative with making other things. And my he says Cleophas. I guess he's talking about your hair, Janice.
Mr. White, whose hair are you talking about?
He can't see mine, so he's,
It's either Kita's or mine.
yeah, he can't see mine. But,
We do have a men's line. We talked about the men's jewelry line. So if you want to support
Yes.
her, definitely go to
Yes.
Creative Gifts by Kita. For the
And
fellas
I
out
have
there.
some of those pieces here as well.
Yes.
I do have like my son is trying to get this from me. This is one of my favorite pieces here. This is white howlite and jade with a cubic zirconia panther face and cubic zirconia accents. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. I wish you could see it better, but it's on the website. I love this, and his wrists are not that big. He's trying his best to get this from me, but this is one of the this is one of the XL bracelets. So it's of course it's gonna dangle on me because my little bitty wrist, but and again it stretches. So
that's a bracelet for a man, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's for a man. I also have. I try to stick with like neutral colors. My husband said that for men like they like basics. So but I'm down to make whatever. Like I said, I'm always down for a challenge. And I have this. This is onyx. These are onyx gemstones with the cubic zirconia focal pieces.
Okay.
So this is one of my. And again, it stretches. So, and this is also one of the XL bracelets. Let me see if I can find. And I have a necklace. This is a men's necklace. I wouldn't say a choker because men don't really wear chokers, but
some men do. Some men do.
Some men do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna retract that statement. Let me rewind that and take that back. Push that back in. Yes, this is my husband wouldn't be able to wear this because he's a big guy, but yes, this is these are onyx gemstones paired with hematite gemstones with a hematite focal piece, and this is one of my favorites. My son is trying to take this one as well, and I keep telling him you can go to the website and make a purchase.
Exactly.
Right.
And I love the hematite bracelets for men. So this is an all hematite bracelet.
Okay. Yeah,
that's nice.
That. Yeah, I like that.
And it stretches. So these are some things that are available for for the men.
So
And
do you make fraternity and sorority pieces?
I was doing those, but because of copyright issues with some of the fraternities and sororities. Um, I stopped doing it because I didn't want to get in trouble because I'm
Got
not one of their certified vendors or one of their licensed vendors. So I stopped doing that. I mean, I can do it, but I just don't advertise that I do it.
you. So
So
request, if anybody had a request,
yes, if anybody had a request that was a member of the sorority or the fraternity, then yes, I would do that for them because they're requesting it from me.
got it.
So yeah, but if you, I don't want to get in trouble with that, so I kind of, I don't advertise that I do it, but again,
You're just making them upon request. If the fraternity,
right, upon request.
right, upon
Everything is
request,
Yes,
basically,
ma'am.
yeah,
or,
everything is
or
basically custom.
messenger,
Yeah,
anything. Yeah, you'll make it upon request. Got it.
yes, I do the custom items. Yes. My son named this one. This is also another hematite bracelet. This is
Oh,
called Rockstar. He
it's
said it looks like
cute.
something that rock stars would wear.
That's
So
cute.
this is a standard bracelet. This is 7 inches for a man. Uh, so that's one of my pieces. And let me see.
Have you done anything for children? Like, I know sometimes, and to me it's kind of crazy, but maybe like not babies, but like maybe 3 and over,
Yeah,
7 year
I've
olds.
done. Actually, I have a container full of bracelets that I made for children because when I first started out, I was making anything for anybody. I was just making bracelets and trying to build my inventory because I felt like God was giving me these ideas, so I'm gonna make them. And if I can't make them, I'm gonna write them down or I'm gonna sketch them out. And I keep notebooks everywhere. I'm always somewhere. So within reach, I got paper or a notebook in my purse. So I'm always making stuff. But I do have bracelets for children. They're not my main demographic, but I do have them. I've actually gotten a few requests. A young lady, her daughter was going to one of the father daughter dances that they have, and she wanted her to have a sort of like a corsage, but if she wanted something that she could keep and remember. So I made her. I had a button. I don't know where this button came from, but it was shaped like a rose, and I took the button and I made a bracelet, and she just loved it. Like her mom said she slept in that thing every day after the dance because she loved that bracelet so much. And her mom had to take it from her and put it away. But she said that is a memory that she will always have going to the father daughter dance with her bracelet. So I just thought that was kind of sweet. That you had your girl blushing, had me blushing.
He also said
So I was like, oh, that's a memory.
he said he made his and he wears his daily, but I guess his is made of wood. So he made his of wood.
Okay.
Made of
Yeah,
wood.
so yeah, talk to us about the wear, because I didn't get that. A lot of people aren't sure. Like some people are just wearing jewelry, they wear it every day. Some are wearing
Hmm.
it for occasions. How would you describe, as far as wear, like you wear
Longevity of it.
exactly.
Okay. The longevity of it, it'll last as long as you take care of it. That's with anything. But whenever somebody buys jewelry from me, I give them a care card. On the care card, it tells you how to take care of it, to how to clean it. You are not supposed to sleep in your jewelry. You don't sleep in your jewelry, whether it's my jewelry, whoever. You don't sleep in your jewelry, and because you don't know, it might get snagged on something and it might break. You also want to take it off when you shower, when you wash the dishes, when you go swimming, because you don't know what's in those chemicals that can damage the stones, damage the wood, damage the metal, or whatever it's made out of. You don't know what those chemicals can do.
Right.
So on my care card, which I don't have one in front of me, but I pretty much remember it, you are your jewelry should be the last thing that you put on and the first thing that you take off. So when you like I said, all of my bracelets, they stretch. You don't want to stretch it to put it on. You want to cup your hand, you want to roll it on, and that's it. It just rolls right on and it rolls right off. So you don't have to, you don't
Less
break it.
damage.
you don't want to damage it. There are some people, like my oldest son, he does wear his jewelry all the time. That is a choice that you want to make. But also remember, if your wood gets wet, that it can cause mildew and build up and everything in there. So you do want to take the jewelry off. But again, that's your preference. That's what I recommend as a designer. You do want to take your jewelry off. You do want to clean it. You do want to keep it dry because you don't want to damage it and you don't want bacteria and things to build up in your jewelry. Because not only am I a jewelry designer, I've also been in the health profession since I was in the 11th grade. So, I'm all about
Not
keeping things clean.
sanitary. It's just
Yeah,
not
it's very
good.
unsanitary. Like my wedding ring, I don't sleep in my wedding ring. I take my wedding ring off. I know some people that do. I don't because one, I sleep loud and I either crack myself in the face with my ring or I crack my husband in the face with a ring. I don't want to do that. So I take it off. Plus my hands swell up at night because I have a tendency to sleep on my hands. But like I said, you want to take your jewelry off. You don't want to spray perfume and cologne on there. You first thing on, I mean last thing on, first thing off. So again, you don't. That's just what I recommend. You can do whatever you want with it,
Right.
but just know that if you come to me and say, "Well, hey, Keita, I bought this bracelet from you and it broke," and I'm gonna ask you, "How did you take it off? What did you use to clean it? How did what were you wearing it all the time? Were you in water? I mean, it's okay if it gets wet every once in a while, but not constantly
Daily
getting it wet
showers.
because
Yeah.
exactly because I mean it's not these are gemstones, they are good, they are good quality, but the stretch cord that can wear down from over time, just like
And just
anything else.
damage, period. You just have to
Yeah,
be
Right.
cautious with it
Right.
because
exactly.
stretching it and
So
even with wood when it gets that water and it swells. So
right.
yeah.
That's
But
good information because a lot of people don't. I sleep in my
right.
necklace though, but I mean, I sleep in mine. I 24/7. I sleep in mine. I don't take it off. If I take it off, it's because I'm switching it out to wear something else. But normally, I
Mm-hmm.
wear it 24/7. But it's not wood and it's not crystals. It's
Right.
solid gold and all that stuff. So I do take that off. But bracelets and
Right.
watches and all that stuff and no, I can't. I got to take that off. I got to do now.
Right. Right.
Do you make anklets?
I do make anklets. I do. I do make them. I've made a couple for my mom. She's one of my biggest supporters as well. And she'll tell you, my mom calls me Nikki, and she'll tell you, Nikki don't give me nothing for free. I pay for everything. I tried to give my mom stuff. I'm like, here, mommy, this is for you. I want you to have it. No, how much is it? No, mommy, this is for you. No, well, how much is it? Mother, I'm giving you a gift. How much is it? You know what? I'm not gonna fight with you.
So give it to one of
So
the kids to give to her. Like,
they
it's for
they
me.
still gonna know it. They gonna know it's from me. She'll know. She know. She know. She know. Your mama made this, didn't she?
And my next question is like, there are some people that are hypoallergenic. Now, do you
Mhm.
have anything that you make for those that are allergic to, whatever? I mean, they ain't gonna be allergic to the bees. At least I don't think they will. But do
To
you
the
make?
gemstones, no, you should not be allergic to the gemstones. My earring hooks are stainless steel, so those are said to be hypoallergenic. But again, I don't know what people are allergic to. The earring hooks that I use, they where I order them from, because I know that I have a few friends who have metal allergies. They are hypoallergenic and they've worn my earrings and they've never had any issues. But again, everybody is different.
Right.
Just like I'm allergic to roses. I love roses, but I'm allergic to them and I can't be around anything. So I try to think about people who do have allergies because I don't want anyone to get ill or anything, and it'll be my fault because I'll feel so bad. I
Right,
will feel so bad.
right.
But I do make sure that I use it. It's hypoallergenic. I do make sure of that because, but again, everybody with all of this stuff out here nowadays, everybody's reacting to things differently. So if anybody ever buys anything that belongs, that I made, and you're allergic to it, I will rectify the situation. I will make it right. But I
Good.
try to, make sure that I use all hypoallergenic items. Where I get my items from, is this hypoallergenic? You sure? I want to make sure because I gotta look out for my people.
Right.
Good. That's good to know because I mean, you're right. It's like people are allergic to everything these days.
Mhm.
Somebody gonna be allergic to air here in a minute.
Right.
I mean, it's like
Right,
But
you
we
can't
are.
win for losing.
It's pollution
right.
down here. This air in Cincinnati is polluted air, so everybody is allergic to that.
Yeah.
Good
Hmm.
deal. But yeah, so we definitely appreciate you coming on, taking time out to come and talk to us because this whole hour you could have been putting together 2 or 3 bracelets by now because I'm sure after all the practice that you've had, it don't take you no time to put it together.
Yeah.
She pretty quick. I mean, I bought this other item from her as well, a men's item,
Okay.
and she get this thing together super fast, super quick.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There it is. So
she's
we
speedy.
know you can make stuff upon request, and you're on Facebook, Instagram, and you got
Yes.
a website. So tell the people
Yes.
how they can contact you once again.
It is Creative Gifts by Keita. Kreti. Wait a minute, hold on. I had a brain fart. Y'all excuse me. I've been up since 6:30 this
That's
morning.
all right.
KREATIVGIF. Wait a minute, hold on. GIFTSBYKITA. Creative Gifts by Keita.
Creative with no E. Creative with
With
no E. Gifts
Got
by
no,
Keita.
it's an E in there. Hold on, let me rewind. Again, been up since 6:30.
That's all right. We
It's
like to laugh here.
blame it on my heart. Not, I mean my head, not my heart. Blame it on that. I'm a little foggy. So it's KREATIVEGIFTSBYKITA. Creative Gifts by Keita. Woo! I made it. Thank you, Lord.
That's all right. It's the water in there. It's the water in the container you drink.
Yeah, it's the water. It's definitely the water. As my
Yeah.
husband always says, it's the sodium phosphates in the water. I'm like, babe, where do you get that from? When they start putting sodium phosphates in the water?
Look, he's reading. That's what I'm saying. You got to read in order to know where stuff is coming from.
Right.
Sounds like he's a reader.
He
Yeah,
a big ham is what he is.
well, that's all right. He's yours.
Yes, he's fine.
We appreciate him for
Well,
being
Yeah.
supportive in what you're doing.
Yes.
Because some men get, beside themselves, like I said, and you're putting all this time into what you want to do, and they think that you've forgotten all about them, where he supports everything that you're doing and he's a part of it, which is wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. In the
I'm
meantime,
surprised he hasn't tried to sneak in here. And are you okay? You all right? I told you get through it.
exactly, you made it through, and we thank you for making it
yes,
through.
appreciate you.
We would definitely keep you out there with the people, promote you, and tell anybody that's looking for something specific that they
Yes.
need to be made, a specific color. We
Mhm.
would let them know that you got them. All they got to do is go to the website and look you up, and they can order it. So
Yes. Thank you, ladies, so much for having me on here. I'm not as nervous as I was before,
See, it wasn't
but
so
I
bad.
thank you so much.
We like to laugh and have a good time.
we
We come
laid
to the
back.
point of, yes, we come to the point of the show where we like to give our positive quote. So we go, as you are our special guest, we're gonna let you go first with your positive quote.
I always say encourage, uplift, and inspire. Encourage others to be their best selves, uplift them, and inspire them to do something that they would never do.
Great.
That's what's up. And mine's gonna be support, support, support. It takes a few seconds to support. It takes a few seconds to share this video. We got a lot of people who watch live, but we got a lot of people who run this back. So if you have a family member, a friend, you want to do a watch party, share this, comment, like. It doesn't take anything for you to go to her Facebook page, Creative Gifts by Keita, to share with a friend. You can share it with one person. You can share it on your page. That's free. So support, support, support. Sharing is part of support.
Absolutely. And whatever you do, be creative. Be creative with your mind, body, and soul. But make sure at the end of the day, you got positive in, positive out. And y'all know my final say, because it's proof in the pudding. There's always better to give than it is to receive. And we are out of here. Y'all take care. We'll see you next week.
See you
Take care,
next week.
Keita.
Bye. Thank